Hi, my name's Sandra. I'm 50-something years old. I'm an autistic woman. I'm a mum. I'm a wife. I have 2 amazing kids, an awesome husband, a dog and a cat. I have a terrific job. I work at the Australian Catholic University managing our community engagement programs, which is a fantastic job because I actually get to go to work every day doing things that help people and make the world a bit more accepting and a bit more inclusive, so that's pretty cool. I work with an amazing team of people who are really committed to what they do, but are also really nice, genuine people who make me feel okay being me and make me feel happy to go to work. I live in Melbourne. I love Melbourne. I love the weather in Melbourne. Even if other people don't like it, I like the variety that comes in the weather. I live in a beautiful green leafy suburb and I am increasingly becoming more and more comfortable in my own skin and that's why I'm making these videos. Like a lot of autistic women, I grew up not knowing I was autistic, but knowing that I was different, and not different in a good way. I didn't understand all the rules that the other kids seemed to get. I didn't understand how you made friends or how you were supposed to behave. I was bullied a lot at school and as an adult, and didn't really feel like I could be me. And I learned to fit in and to get along by being like everybody else. So like many autistic women, I learned to mask. I learned to work out how other people expected me to behave and behave that way. Kept me out of trouble. It meant that I could be the person that I needed to be with the other kids at school and the person that I needed to be when I was at home with my family. But I was increasingly losing any sense of who I was as a person, because I developed all these personas that fit in and made me feel like I was okay, but it was always a pretense. And when I couldn't do the things that seemed to come naturally to other people, like making friends or knowing what to say or knowing what not to say, I figured that was because I was less capable than them, that everyone else could do it, I should be able to do it, and I just needed to work harder and try harder. And as a result of that, when I got to be in my 40s and, you know, I had a husband and 2 wonderful kids and a home and a job, but also I started to really lose sense of who I was and to feel like all these different roles that I was acting were confusing, and I'd completely lost a sense of me as a person. And I remember talking to my husband and saying, I don't know who I am, and I don't know who I want to be or what I like or what I'm interested in, because I'd spent so much of my life being what I was supposed to be or what I thought other people wanted me to be. And for me, my diagnosis was a really important part of my identity, and for me was a real stepping stone in being able to say, actually, this is who I am, and I'm not a failing or damaged or not good enough neurotypical person. I'm a capable, successful autistic person, and that's given me a sense of identity, and I'm increasingly building that and really understanding who I am and that it's okay to be who I am. For a long time, I lived my autistic identity by living my fake neurotypical identity whenever I was outside of my house. When I was at work, I behaved and spoke and acted just like everybody else. And when I came home, I could put on the clothes that I feel comfortable in, do the things I wanted to do, listen to music, sing, dance, stim, play with the things that are interesting to me, be passionate about my special interests. I've been really, really fortunate that I have a wonderful husband who thinks that my real autistic me is just perfectly fine. Two amazing kids who are also autistic, and we all muddle along in our house, and we've always all been very comfortable just to be who we are. But that comes at a real cost. That's exhausting. So I would be neurotypical me at work and then come home and have to spend an hour or two curled up in a corner under my weighted blanket or on the sofa, just to kind of recharge from my day and then be myself. So as I've become more comfortable and more open to sharing my diagnosis and my challenges with the people that I work with, I've become more and more comfortable living my real autistic identity at work. It started with little things like some of the sensory issues, like being able to say, look, the lights in this room are way too bright. Can I have them switched off? Can I have the air conditioning plugged? Putting a screen around my desk so that I could actually shut out all the distraction and the noise. Being able to say to people, actually, if I have to meet in that meeting room there, I need to wear my sunglasses or my hat because it's too bright and I can't handle it. And each little step, I found that people were okay with that, and people, once they understood, were quite prepared to be accepting and to make those changes to make me more comfortable. I think it's made me much more productive at my job. I'm much happier at work. I think I'm achieving a lot more because I still have to do a lot of things that neurotypical people do, but I can have those moments where I want to talk about the things that are interesting to me, or I want to sit in my pink chair in my pink office with the lights off and just de-stress for a little bit. And the more I live my authentic identity, the more I feel comfortable being me. But also I feel that I'm more able to be a support to other autistic people and to show that we can be ourselves and we can achieve in our careers and we can be accepted. And actually we bring a huge range of strengths that are different to the ones that neurotypical people have. But with the right supports, we can be great team members, great family members, and we have a real contribution to make. And if I can help other people express that and live that, then that's a pretty terrific thing to be able to do.